Guys, it is Saturday, April 23rd. Sorry. Oh, girl. It's Saturday. It's April 23rd, 7:42. I can't even get these angles right, girl, because it's so freaking early. Okay. Here we are. I am sitting outside of my workout locations. This morning at 8, I have boxing conditioning, and then at 9, I have a HIIT boot camp class, both of which are 50 minutes. Pray for your girl. Also, I am drinking this Celsius sparkling water, which I know a lot of the girls like to drink before their workouts. Years ago, years ago, when I was still going to the gym, like a regular gym, I would take C4 before my workouts. I sweated a lot. I felt like I obviously was burning more calories, but I did not like the way it left my physical body feeling. Makes your body extremely tingly, as if how your feet fall asleep and then you have to kind of shake out that weird tingly prickly sensation. That is literally how your entire body felt for an hour, and I just didn't like that. And I knew I wanted to start to incorporate pre-workout drinks or powders, and I've heard good things about Celsius. So gonna just chug the rest of this out really quickly, and I will let you guys know how it was. And I will talk to you guys in 2 hours. Real quick and just remind you all and myself of the importance of being obedient when the Holy Spirit is telling you to do something or moving you to say something. So quick little story, right? I was going to the post office. I had pulled over to the little side of the street or whatever because I was filling out some paperwork and minding my business, whatever. And this lady comes down the street, and before I could see who the driver was, I heard Marvin Sapp playing. And I can't think of the name of the song. I know the song, but it's "He Saw the Best in Me When Everyone Else Around Could Only See the Worst in Me." That song. So she parks, she gets out of her car, she goes into the post office. I'm still sitting in my car filling out this paperwork. She comes out and she kind of is standing on the sidewalk, kind of just going through her mail. And I had realized that I needed some additional paperwork, so I didn't even go into the post office. And before I pulled off, the Holy Spirit just led me to say to her, just say, "Hey girl, hey, I see you." And she was a little bit older, so I mean, maybe not "Hey girl, hey," but she was maybe I would say mid-40s. And the Holy Spirit just led me to say to her, "I see you, we see each other." So I just, pulled up kind of alongside the road, rolled my window down, my passenger side window. And I was like, "Was that you playing Marvin Sapp?" And I knew it was her, but that was just kind of the way I started the conversation. And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I see you. Keep doing that." Literally, that's all I said. And she said, "I just needed him this morning. I just needed him." And I said, every day, all day. Ain't a day that goes by that I don't need him. And literally, y'all, this lady broke out in tears. I don't know this lady. We have literally been talking for 12 seconds. She just broke down in tears. And I said, "Man, I don't know you. You don't know me. Clearly, we are strangers." I said, "But I heard you coming down the street. Before you even parked, I heard Marvin Sapp playing. And you don't even know how much you just blessed me by being bold, blasting your music, coming down the street. You don't even know I peeped you coming down the street." I said, "Whatever you doing, keep doing that. Just remain faithful." And this is the Holy Spirit speaking through me. Because again, I don't know this lady. Literally a stranger. But the Holy Spirit just kept saying to me, encourage her. So I just said, I don't know what your story is. I don't know what you're going through. And mind you, she's still crying. Okay. But God is able. And he will do exceedingly abundantly God is faithful. Whatever you doing, keep doing that. I said, your story and what you're going through, that's none of my business. But I felt the Holy Spirit lead me to just stop right here and say, keep doing that. And again, I just, spoke some encouraging words to her. And that was that. I, said it was nice meeting you. Have a great day. And I pulled off. Y'all, the conversation was literally maybe a minute, if even a minute. So I just want to say, first of all, don't ever shy away from being a Christian. Don't ever feel like, oh, I need to turn my music down, or I don't want to let people know I'm a Christian. No, everybody else blast their music. Everybody else do what they need to do. Everybody else be bold in what it is they want to turn up to. So you be bold. When you go down the street, girl, play your Ty Tribbett, play your Marvin Sapp, play, JJ Hairston, whoever it is, Elevation, whatever it is you listen to. Be bold. Don't ever be afraid. Don't ever be ashamed, and stand up. I am a Christian, and that's on point blank, period. What? Who? We don't shy away from nothing. Our Father is not scary. Therefore, by default, as his children, we don't live no scary life. And not only that, but don't ever downplay or deny what the Holy Spirit is telling you to do. Because I could have easily just kept driving. I didn't have to stop and say to her, keep being faithful. But I just knew, again, by way of the Holy Spirit, I needed to say something to her. And again, all I was going to really say was, I see you. Keep doing that. And by her crying, that let me know, okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. I needed to do this. So I just want to say again, be bold. Don't ever be scary. We not scary Christians. We are bold, and we are children of God, and we will never downplay the relationship that we have with God and what he has done for us. And again, be obedient. When the Holy Spirit is telling you to smile at somebody, just smile. Telling you to say hello to somebody, say hello. You do not ever know. And this is something that I'm learning more and more every day. You do not know what people are going through. And I know that's something we say all the time, but I feel like we hear it, or we hear that all the time, and we hear it so much that it almost starts to fall on deaf ears. But it really is the truth. I don't know what that lady's story was, but again, all I felt was the Holy Spirit saying to me, stop. Just tell her to keep doing what she's doing. And that was that. So be obedient. If the Holy Spirit is telling you to say hey, girl, hey. You do not know how a smile can bless somebody. You do not know how a hello, I hope you have a great day, can bless somebody. So there's my story. I got to finish one of these errands. I just wanted to share that. I'll talk to y'all later. It is Wednesday, May 4th, 5th, not sure, one of those days. What is time? I just left the wax appointment, and I thought I would pick up the camera because honestly it has been at least a week since I last talked to you guys. But I thought I would pick up the camera because I have been wanting to go thrifting for several months. I don't know why I haven't gone, but today is the day. We're going thrifting. I am probably going to hit up 3, maybe 4 Goodwills. I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel because, girl, the way gas is set up at $6.30 a gallon. Yes, you heard me correctly. $6.30 a gallon here in the Bay. We ain't finna be out here wasting the gas. So I definitely will probably go to at least 2, maybe 3. I have on a Loewe bucket hat, Tom Ford sunglasses. I just have on this H&M knit set situation that I got last summer in multiple colors. I am absolutely obsessed with this set. It's so easy. It's a knit, it's lightweight, and it's perfect for the warmer days like today, which I think it's gonna be 85 degrees. I just have on these H&M leather flip-flops that I also got last summer as well. So that is today's look. Comfortable, easy, lightweight, and of course cute. So anyways, let me go, and obviously I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, so far not seeing anything. It's always a hit or miss, but that's why you have to come fairly regularly, because you never know what you'll find. And just in the past of thrifting, told myself that I'm not gonna just buy things just because they're $3 or $4. So if I don't see something that really speaks to me, I'm not getting it. I have found some amazing vases at the Goodwill before, so I always make it a point to look at the home stuff because you never know what you can find. So let's see what they have. First Goodwill was a flop. That's honestly how it is a majority of the times when you are thrifting. Sometimes you come out with all the things, other times you don't come out with anything. We are going to go to the second location and I will see what they have. So we're at the third Goodwill and I came across these like double walled cups. Hopefully there's 3 here, but 1 doesn't look good. So I think I'm either going to get 2 or maybe even 1. All right, you guys, so back in the car from the third Goodwill, which I won't say it was a total fail, but low-key a fail. I did end up getting one of those glasses that I showed you when I was in there. I don't know if you can tell, but it is like double walled. You can kind of see it a little bit there, but I just got one of these. I actually, well, not me, but my dishwasher broke my like go-to iced coffee glass cup, so I just got that in replace of it. I was gonna get 2. There was 3 there. 1 didn't look good, so I was gonna get 2 just to like make it even, but then I was thinking, why spend unnecessary money if I'm only gonna really use 1? So I just got the 1 and it was $3 exactly, so really happy about that. I almost got those green cargo shorts, but they were too big, and by the time I bought those and then took them to get altered, I kind of felt like I could find a better pair, even if it was at a different thrift store at some point. So I did leave those. I don't know that I'm going to go to the 4th Goodwill. Do I feel like using any more of my gas? No. But I do have a couple of other errands to run. I need to go to Staples, TJ Maxx, Target, gas, and possibly Starbucks. I'll check in with y'all at some point. Hey y'all, so don't judge me. I know I look a mess. Girl, I am about to snatch this wig off and wash my hair, but I just wanted to come on here and show you guys the beans that I am making, which I know is so random, but I have been craving beans and rice for weeks, and I finally decided to go ahead and make me a pot of beans. This is probably the third, maybe second or third time that I am making like homemade from scratch, like from dried beans to beans, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but essentially I'm starting with dried beans. And y'all, the last time that I made these beans, when I say they came out so good, like I surprised myself. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show you guys what I use. I know it's kind of random, and it's also May, and it's like, who be eating beans in May? But y'all, I have been craving some beans and rice like crazy. So I'm gonna quickly flip y'all around and just show you guys what I used. Obviously, this is just what I like, but I'm not gonna lie, it's fire. So let me flip y'all around real quick. Okay, you guys, so these have only been on for maybe 2 hours. I do have the crock pot on high. They're obviously still very hard, so I'm gonna need at least 3 hours. We'll kind of play around and see, but essentially, hold on. But essentially what is in here, and then I'll show you guys the seasonings in a second, but it's 1 pack of Great Northern beans and then another like small pack of just white beans, I guess. I can't think of the name of it, but I know for sure I used 1 whole pack of Great Northern beans. And then as you can see, a red bell pepper. I didn't do that the last time I made them, but I just figured I would try it this time, see how I like it. And then also, as you can see, these are apples. I know it seems weird, but y'all, when I say the apples in this are so clutch and they slowly cook, and then as it continues to cook, maybe like the last 30 minutes, I will cut up another apple and put it in there. So there's some that's soft that have cooked for a long time, and then some that have a little bit of a bite to it. I know it sounds weird, but I promise you guys, it is so good. But that's pretty much like the bulk of the things. And then of course I have, as you can see, a bay leaf. I have 5 just cloves of garlic that I put in here. That's also something I did this time that I didn't do last time. I honestly just figure out what flavors work well together and kind of just like taste as I go. And y'all, a lot of my food be coming out so fire. So anyways, I added a bay leaf this time. That's the first time. I added 5 cloves of garlic this time. That is also the first time. And then I have in here, hold on, let me show y'all the seasoning. All right, y'all, so this is the first one. Well, you know what, actually, first of all, if you have never used Better Than Bouillon, babes, I'm gonna need you to get your life together. I do not use chicken broth ever. I do not use vegetable broth ever, because why would you use that watered down, flavorless liquid when you can find this? This is so good. This comes in a ton of different flavors. I have the vegetable one. There is a roasted garlic one that I want to get. I don't know that Costco sells it because this is typically where I get it. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But this is essentially what I use to make any broth that I am like making a soup with, or ramen or anything. This is what I use. It is this particular one is the reduced sodium. I recommend getting the reduced sodium because the regular one is extremely salty, but this is so fire. If you cook, then you know about this. This is amazing. So that's kind of like the base of it. And then next up, this is probably one of my favorite seasonings. I'm very particular when it comes to seasonings because I feel like with most seasonings, you have to like add a ton of seasonings to get the one flavor that you like. And this is, in my opinion, a really good like standalone seasoning. So I only have maybe like a half a bottle of this. So I just dumped the half of that bottle in there. And then also I put in some of this barbecue 101 seasoning from Trader Joe's. This is also a really good seasoning. If you've never tried this, I definitely recommend checking it out. It has a little bit more of a smokiness to it, which, like I said, I like my beans to be a little bit sweet but also have that smokiness. So I probably maybe put in, I don't even know, maybe like 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons. Y'all, I just be putting it in a pot and I taste as I go. So I put in some of that. And then, like I said, I like my beans to have a little bit of a smokiness to it. So I probably started out with maybe like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 dashes or drops of this liquid smoke. This is clutch. I feel like you cannot make beans, at least a really good pot of beans, without using a little bit of liquid smoke. And then surprisingly, you guys, I put in a teaspoon, maybe not even a teaspoon, maybe like a quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg. I know it seems random, but the flavors work really well together. Also, a little bit of cinnamon. Again, I know it seems random, but the smokiness with the sweetness with kind of like the nuttiness of the cinnamon and the nutmeg, it really does work well together. And then I have my sea salt flakes. I doubt if I even need this because this Better Than Bouillon has enough salt in it, but I just pulled this out just in case I needed that. And then of course, I just added the go-to granulated garlic. And then lastly, I put in some of this dry chopped onion. I did also put in, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did also put in half of a small sweet yellow onion. Am I gonna get gas? Probably, maybe, but the flavors work. And y'all, I promise you, these beans are so good. I'm gonna not keep opening them, but when I say y'all, these beans are fire, they are amazing.